We're looking for a change of scenery, so we drove east from Tarija down the mountain into the cloud forest to a town called Entre Rios, and then spent the night and kept going into the lowland Chaco to a town called Montes, where we spent a couple days. I'm always curious what's around the next corner, so let's get going.
Welcome to Entre Rios, where the river sings and the children play. And we have jaguars. I do believe there's jaguars around here. And some Guarani people. And we have gas.
Welcome to Entre Rios, tropical town. It's rainforest here, but we're in a cold front right now, winter cold front, so it's actually a little bit chilly. So no hot and humid today, but it's pretty. It's not you could smell it, but oh wow! Check out that view over there, those buildings. That's the cafe, Plaza Cafe. One cool thing about Entre Rios is that Guarani is spoken here. There's over 200 native languages still spoken in Bolivia, but most of them are like just a few people or a small community, one town or something like that. Guarani is still spoken by about 100,000 people in Bolivia, and this is kind of the epicenter of it. If you go outside of Entre Rios into some of the smaller rural communities, you'll see it, and you'll see some people wearing traditional dress. If you're lucky, maybe you'll hear a little bit of it spoken here in Entre Rios.
This is
Machucada. This is what's called coca machucada. They press the catalyst into it, so it's got flavor. It's supposed to be mint flavor, but it tastes like gum. So there's the Cristo right there. You can see it. Beautiful soccer field. Thing's in top shape. Look at that. No clumps at all. What more do you need? Great soccer field, beautiful views, fresh vegetables. They must actually mow this.
This is gorgeous. The woody plant?
Yeah.
That's yucca?
Yeah.
So this is a farm right here. This is somebody's farm.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. He's a good boy. This is a stunning viewpoint. City over here and rainforest over here. What a beautiful spot. So green here. We're only about an hour from Tarija, so it's really incredible the change in scenery coming down here. Usually it's warm and humid, hot and humid, but we're having a winter cold front right now, so it's actually gorgeous. It's really nice. That's an old sidewalk. Nope. Entre Rios is kind of like a commercial center for people who live. There's a lot of really small communities hours outside of here. So even though to us it's a small town, this is like major city for place to come buy stuff, place to resupply for lots of people who live out in the jungle. Oh. No. Not a lot of food options here. Pretty limited. We've pretty much walked around the whole town. Yeah, I think our choices are going to be chicken, hamburgers, or lomitos maybe. That's about it. There's a good looking cafe right there that has hamburgers. That's kind of it. Not a lot to see here, honestly, but it's just nice to come to a place that's has a completely different climate than Tarija. I don't know, not a lot going on here. Not a lot going on.
No.
Yeah, a lot of dogs in this town.
Everything outside, they have to put it inside.
Yeah. So that is a CD store playing music.
A encontrar en un sueño compartido. Oye.
Yeah, we can. Just something to do.
This is Pacu, river fish from Montes.
Nice plaza. These are the traditional cowboys in the area. Massive leather chaps because the bushes around here are full of like 2-inch thorns. So they got to wear these kinds of leather chaps to protect themselves. They actually have giant armadillos out here in the Chaco. I don't think they're this big, but they're like 70 pounds, supposedly 70-pound armadillos today out in the Chaco. And notice that the whole town is actually really quiet right now. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and there's just nobody out. This is one of the hottest places. It's probably the hottest place in South America. It's one of the hottest places in the world. Regularly get temperatures up into 115 degrees, 110, 115 degrees in the summer. And so they have a real serious siesta here, I think. And the town just shuts down in the afternoon. And so even though today it's quite nice, it's actually cool today, the town is just literally shut down right now, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think it gets going around like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. again. That's life in these temperatures. When I was here 30 years ago, this place had no air conditioning. I came here a few times. Yeah, people, maybe you have a fan, but no air conditioning. Now everybody's got air conditioning, but they keep up the siesta. So, town is quiet. This looks like, I guess it's the church, but it's closed. Fish. Montes is the capital of fish in Bolivia, river fish. People eat something called sabalo. Sabalo is the traditional one. The sabalo was full of like little thorns, little bones. And today it's all aquaculture and they have kind of improved varieties, but still the fish is still kind of very traditional here. So they got fish all around the plaza. In fact, look at this. Obviously that guy's a fisherman. He speared it and he's got the net with some fish. So fishing is just a huge part of the culture here. Wow, look at this. We got an iguana right here. I think this is an iguana, some kind of lizard. Maybe it's supposed to be, oh, there's two of them. Maybe it's supposed to be a alligator? I don't know. Iguana. They sold at where we ate lunch, they had alligator on the menu. They had alligator tail on the menu. So maybe this is supposed to be an alligator. Very different architecture here. You got these long roofs over the sidewalk. It's because you get like torrential rains. We're not in the Amazon, but you get torrential rains here. Huh? I don't know. This is the Pilcomayo River. You could see it way down there, but it's really on the other side of those bushes there. Yeah, you got to cross that bridge. It's over there. But this river goes all the way. This is the main river coming out of southeast Bolivia. Goes all the way down into, well, goes all the way through Paraguay. And it's the river for a bunch of communities down into the Chaco. The Chaco is this enormous area starting from here going east into Paraguay, with some of the hottest temperatures really in the world, definitely the hottest temperatures in South America, and these thorn bushes as far as you can see. I mean, basically with like 2-inch thorns, really impenetrable. And because of that, they haven't built very many roads. Any roads that are there are pretty much dirt roads, and very, low population, just not a lot of people. So it's real remote wilderness. It just stretches out for 1,000 miles in that direction. It's just not a place you want to live. Really hot, difficult to get around. Yeah, probably never heard of it. It's full of tapirs, jaguars, incredible diversity of birds, and not a lot of people. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is the museum of the Chaco War, because Villa Montes is where, closest city to where all the battles were. So let's check this out. The museum doesn't get a lot of visitors, but the nice young soldier attending was kind enough to give us a thorough explanation and tour. Museum has a bunch of diagrams of important battles, weapons, and other relics from the war. Chaco War was fought from 1932 to 1935, just before World War II, between Bolivia and its neighbor Paraguay. It was really a disaster for Bolivia. Besides losing tens of thousands of young men in battle, Bolivia lost a large swath of territory to Paraguay, and the war is, I'd say today, a case study of incompetence, negligence, and just poor decision-making on the Bolivian side. Most of the Bolivian soldiers came from cold, high altiplano regions and had never set foot before in a jungle, and they were totally unprepared and unequipped for it. And they weren't really trained either. They had some new technology, machine guns and cannons, that they simply abandoned because they didn't know how to use them. Soldiers really were totally unsupported by incompetent Bolivian military leadership. In fact, the generals were known for just drinking and gambling here in Villa Montes while the war was going on in the Chaco wilderness. It was just a mess. But the museum was interesting, and big thanks to the young soldier for the tour. I didn't get his name. I don't know if those are bullet holes. Kind of look like them. The Chaco War was a trench war. So this is like a recreation of the trenches. This whole war apparently was fought over, well, a combination of things, but partly a mistake. There was a lake where that was in kind of on the border, but the border wasn't very clear. And there was a lake where Bolivians were on one side and Paraguayans were on the other. And the Bolivians tried to be funny and made a joke by pointing their rifles at the Paraguayans, and then the Paraguayans said, "Oh, they're attacking us." They informed their president, and they went to war. Wow. The war was also fought over oil, or at least the hope that there was a lot of oil in the Chaco. Turns out there was never any oil, but they fought a whole war over it. Chaco War was brutal. Trench warfare in horrible conditions. The heat of the Chaco no water. Like the supply lines were it was very difficult supply. So most of the soldiers died more of disease and lack of water and starvation. And they estimate 100,000 people died in the war. I think between both sides. It was a tragic war because it was kind of fought for no good reason. We're at the trenches.
Estas son las trincheras de Claro, que son de la época. Estas trincheras que vamos a ver ahorita son de la época. Obviamente
ok.
falta profundizar ya la...
Esto era el trench.
Posición de morteros, so mortar.
Oh,
And these
esas son
are
buenas.
for rifles. That was for mortar.
Bien,
Wow. Eso es trabajar y se quedan ahorita aquí.
y no hay límite en tiempos de calor que llegan a 50 grados.
El calor más que todo, ¿no?
These are the original wood.
Ya bien por mi espalda parece.
¿Cómo pasa eso?
Han roto por allá por un más esa calle, perdón, una calle, esa
Claro, es porque es supuestamente esto es el techo, ¿no ves? De la...
Sí.
Hmm.
Sí, en este caso estas biques necesitan de agua para enfriarlas, para que no se atasquen. Y
Sí.
tenías que decidir entre seguir defendiéndote, usar tu agua de tu cantimplora o tomar, digamos. Entonces muchos optaban a enfriar para poder defenderse. Y la otra era que encima que no tenías agua, tenías que orinar para usar para...
Claro, sí. So next we drove a few miles away to a Guarani village called Chimeo. The Guarani are a native population in Bolivia, southeastern Bolivia, maybe 100,000 people, and they have their own language. They speak Guarani in addition to Spanish. So one thing that distinguishes the Guarani are the ladies wear these really bright, colorful dresses. And the lady in pink there, she's one of the top regional Guarani leaders in Bolivia. So this particular town, Chimeo, they're happy to invite visitors. They offered us some cornbread and yerba mate tea, and they even have a little museum called the Green Museum, which showcases some of the traditional Guarani baskets and cloths. This town, they opened up this museum just for us. They really treat you like an honored guest. These are the types of places that really make Bolivia special. It's just so far off the tourist path. It's just such a rare experience today. I gotta hand it to Montes. They got some pretty nice little plazas and parks. This seems to be a park dedicated to the fish. So, Montes is a major fishing area. It's a big part of the economy. This is the catfish. Catfish is called the surubi. Over here there's a poro for mate. That's the traditional cup that you drink the mate tea from yerba mate. Very, very popular around here. It's almost like Argentina. You see everybody drinking with the poro. It's like having a cup of coffee in a park. A giant cup of coffee in a park. Oh, there's a fountain here. Looks like it's dry right now, but you got fish coming up the fountain like they migrate up the river. And then here, what is this, a giant fish slide?
It is.
It looks like it is. Oh, yeah. It's a fish slide. I think I'll pass on this. You want to go? They are proud of their fish in Montes.